That's a question I get to ask all the time, right? I ask these people this question: you make 5%. Can your friends and relatives actually get you to make this kind of commission? No way. There's no way your friends and relatives can buy this kind of products by the million, not so much. So it's not true that your friends and you're not making money from your friends and your relatives to do this business. It is the people you don't know who will later become your good friends, of course, and your good customers, right? Okay, now we got very specific questions for all of them. And now we have a question for the engineering manager. Non-engineering question. Yeah. I purposely okay, I must find first. Okay, here it is. You're a trainer, a motivator, and an executive business coach, right? You remember that, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. For people with low confidence, how does this business help to develop them, and how has it changed you?
Yeah. I think that's a something we want, but we often don't admit we need.
Yes.
It's something that we see and we wish we had, and when there's an opportunity to have it, we run away with the other side. They're so afraid to have it, but we want it, isn't it? We want it, right? We want improvement. We want to be a leader. We want to stand up, but there's always this sense of, oh, I might fail, or confidence. And hey, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I still shiver. I am now, and I've never wanted to speak in front of people, but I had to learn how. And I have downlines who you ask them to come and share, and they will like, you know, if you come and ask me to share, I will never come again. I will quit. You know. And this particular person, you know, would say, oh, I'm not going to share. I don't want to be a leader. I don't want a leader. But today, you know, she's up there sharing, and you know, it's hard to take the mic away from her. You know, and you know, she had a small dream. You know, I just want, you know, 2,000 ringgit. I'll be very happy already. And today she's made more than 2 million ringgit, right? And from a small goal to like that. And did we teach her confidence? Well, yeah, we tried to, but I think the process of this business, which requires you to lead in step by step, not immediately to a couple of hundred people, is lead yourself first, right? You know, you gotta take courage to swallow the pill first, isn't it, right? And then you introduce a friend looks at you and say, well, you lost weight, you look good. You say, yeah, would you like to learn how? Well, that's a leadership, right? So in time, we build this leadership up. And you know, I looked at many platforms of training and gone to a lot of training, and we always go there for you know, to a couple of hours, and we come out and say, oh, we're good, I can do anything now. And then 2 weeks later, oh, I need another one. But I tell people that, you know, you get that from doing New Skin every day. And you get that by doing it, and you own it for the rest of your life. And it is so much more, you know, and I've been to training before, and the trainings are fantastic, but I think New Skin is a perfect training ground to develop, you know, this what you want but dare not say, you know, and it comes to you, and one day you will never want to give up the mic, and it like me right now. But it is, and today what has happened to me, you know, I love this so much that I love the process. I love what it makes a person. I love what happens to a person when the very first time they are able to speak in front of people and they sleep. You know, I don't know how they sleep, but I can guess that, you know, that they one thing in their life they've done, you know, is to speak, is to be a leader to other people, and that is such an amazing gift that no other business I find can give you this kind of a platform to develop this which you want but dare not say. Thank you.
You can give up his mic now. Okay, Ronald, this is a question for a lawyer.
Huh?
Yeah. You want to hear a question for a lawyer? You know, in this business, especially when you talk to Singaporean, they will ask, this business not pyramid, right? How, you know, as a lawyer, what's your point of view that is how legal it is, you know? I don't know your point of view. If you have any pointers to help us answer back so that they will crawl back crying. and then next day come and join us in the business. That one answer will be very good. What is your point of view as a lawyer?
Well, I'm not surprised. I get that all the time. But I would venture, when I talk to my friends, and they throw the same question right in my face, and I would ask them, so how much do you know about MLM? And most of the time, they become silent. They have only heard about it from someone distant who might have in some way got connected with some kind of MLM business. Okay. The unfortunate thing is, and I don't want to hide this away, because this is just a business model. It's a different type of business model. Okay, just like any other corporations out there, which has been proven effective, but some people have used it in the wrong way. All right, and that is unfortunate. It's just like, you know, there is a bad raps. Okay, it happens in any other industry. But the thing is, all you need to ask yourself, look at the people who are doing it. Okay, if this is something illegal, okay, if we're talking about a scam or a scheme which is illegal, unlawful, would we be doing it? Yeah? Would we risk our whole family's life, our reputations, what we have built up so diligently for so many years? Would we? Are we like, okay, well, you've just seen us talk, yeah? We got a bit excited and all that, but we're not like, hi. That we would, you know, make, rash decisions, right? So I hope that we have given you enough confidence. Yeah, we have led by example, and I'm very proud to say, because of so many of us here with different backgrounds, we always have a common goal, is that we want to elevate the status of network marketers.
Yes.
Okay? Because you know what, the world is changing. Nobody can be sure that their job can be maintained forever. Okay? And when these people, their jobs got vanished by technology or by the society, you know, what would they be looking for? Would people be spending, millions of dollars to buy a franchise or to start a traditional business? Which is, by the way, there are many people who failed in traditional businesses. Maybe around 80% of them. Yeah? But maybe you haven't heard enough about it. All right? So we are trying to elevate the standard. And I think with more and more younger people, more professional people doing this, there will be one day that people will be proud to be network marketers.
All right, give him a big round of applause. Has anybody seen the interview by MediaCorp, interviewed the owner of Jumbo Seafood? Have you seen that? Okay, let me tell you what happened. They interview him and he says, the first question they ask is, do you have anything to advise the public? Because, this Singapore government want to encourage people to become entrepreneurs. Right? So they go and interview the successful one. Those fail already, they don't want to see them. Okay, interview a successful one. The first person they go to is Jumbo Seafood Restaurant. And they put the mic to him and say, what will you say to people to encourage them to do this business? And the first sentence he said was, if you want to get your friends into trouble, recommend them restaurant business. That was his very first sentence. Okay, you think traditional business is easy? It's not easy. You got rental and everything is no joke, right? Okay, that's what he's trying to say. Now, a very important question for you. This is a question that Lee Hsien Loong could not answer. So I have to ask you.
About the house.
The house has nothing to do with us. You know what? I heard you say that the new skin business is the best business investment in over 30 years experience, and it is sure win. How so?
Okay. I still do my investment work. So whenever a company pitches to us, they want to raise money, I always ask how much you want to raise. Is it 1 million? Is it 100 million? So the first thing in business is capital, right? The second question I ask, so if we have raised X million, how are you going to deploy? Oh, I need to do up the shop, or I need to do 10 shops, I need to hire 10, 100, 1,000 employees. So you work through the numbers. In New Skin, no capital, no inventory, no shop space, no manpower, and R&D is all done by the company. So to me, this is really a perfect business. And whenever my leaders, when they have issues, like what Ronald said, after they talk to three people reject them, they say it's over. Everybody has rejected them. So I always go back to first principles. Is there a market for products that will make you younger? Is there a market for products that will make you healthier, stave off critical illnesses, slim you down? The answer must be The answer must be an absolute yes. In fact, the demand can only be rising and rising and rising. But that alone may make me a consumer of New Skin, but not a business builder. The next question is are there people out there like you and I who want passive income? Not selling income, but passive income. Better still, compounding passive income. On top of that, you know New Skin's position in this part of the world. In Singapore, 6 years running, we're the #1 direct selling company. Number 2 is less than half our turnover. So whether you look at it from our 30 plus years of history in the markets, in 54 markets now, whether you look at it from a viewpoint of a demand for skincare, for supplement, for obesity product, it's all there. And are there a lot of people stressed up, like the Ronalds of this world, like the Wheelings of this world, making good money, but no time, bad health, worried about the future, no time for family, no peace of mind? That's why the product and the opportunity are sure win because of that. And all I'm saying are all based on facts and science. I didn't make this up. So I can say I have never seen an opportunity like this where you don't have to put in money, you don't need to have any special talent, and you can build a global business.
Right. I have a product question I'm dying to ask, but I'm going to ask anyway. But I'm going to ask the engineer. Of course, you all know who.
Okay.
Ask lawyer about product cannot what? Ask the fellow who do stock booking cannot what? Okay, the question here is, you know you have several US patents for your designs, right?
Yes.
Engineering patents.
Yes.
Tell me about what is your opinion of New Skin innovation and technology?
You know, I've left Motorola 10 years already. You know, ask me about engineering. I like engineering, you know, and I find that it's awesome. So, you know, I used to, you know, design battery packs, and we used to overly design them, you know, to make sure that they can survive, you know, people throwing them and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes we always say we over-design our stuff, like, you know, we should quickly sell it, or, you know. And so that's my challenge. But when I look at our stuff and what we do, you know, I'm very good. We're very clever at looking at, you know, a potential fault here, a potential fault here. And then that's really from a technical point of view. But when I look at New Skin stuff, you know, frankly speaking, I don't look at New Skin in that way anymore. But I've never, you know, look at it and say, oh, you know, what a stupid design. No, it's always been, what is amazing design, you know? How does the design help me? How does it help other people? You know, I've seen a lot of things in the market. You see a lot of things in the market. And when you look at things in the market and what New Skin does, I think we are several class levels against everything that's available in the market. Even the new water filter alone itself, the technology in that is so much more advanced than what it is. And a lot of stuff out there, they're just using a bunch of borrowed science, you know, and they fluff it up with a lot of testimonies. You drink this water, your ear grow back. I mean, things like that, and it makes you look so wow. It must, you know, and I think that the market, you know, they love this kind of stuff. And I don't want to get too technical about stuff. You don't really need to know about technicals about New Skin products. It's just that they work. I often, you know, Casey always tells me, do we really need to, you know, like there's Burger King, right? And there's McDonald's, right? Which burger is better? It doesn't really matter, isn't it? Do both of them, are they very successful businesses? So that we don't have to have the number one, because the market is huge enough for everything else. But yeah, from my perspective, absolutely, I'm a biased guy, right? So absolutely, Nu Skin products are, of course, designed. I mean, the good thing that Nu Skin does is they actually ask us for advice, or ask us how does this product work, and I find that process very satisfying. Is that we are part of the design process, we're part of the marketing, and we can give that kind of feedback, and I think that's it's just good. It's good.